Now, my mic for this video might not be the greatest. That's because I'm using my Yeti. Usually I'm probably gonna use my interface mic just so the quality is better, but this is the first voice over video that I'm doing on this channel. And yeah, let's start posting more, but I just need to get some subs on here and shit so that I'm able to keep the videos coming. But as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm going over the gun with the pen tool. That's the first thing you want to do if you want to make these type of thumbnails. You want to go over your gun with the pen tool and then delete the background. So that's what we're trying to do right now. This picture, by the way, I don't do thumbnails yet, but I can do thumbnails. So if any of y'all need a thumbnail, hit me up, bro. It's gonna cost y'all a little bit, but it's not gonna be nothing crazy because I'm just starting out. So we can work out something and get something popping. You know, just hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. But yeah, you see, I'm getting every part of the gun so we get the gun out of here, and that's the main aspect of the thumbnail, pretty much. So yeah, just going through getting every piece of the gun out, or no, not the gun, the background out, so we can just get the gun by itself and, like, you know, the hand and everything else. And yeah, you're gonna see, it's gonna come together all in the end. Yeah, we finally got most of the gun out. So I looked up a background. So you see, I got the terminal map. I copied that, threw that in there, dragged it, and then scaled it out so it's bigger. And I put some blur on there, Gaussian blur. What you do is you click on filter, blur, Gaussian blur. See, I went back to my pen tool, started erasing some more, just so I can get that gun by itself. Ooh. So yeah, see, from here, go down there, just got the gun by itself. So there we go. But yep, you see we got the gun by itself now. Now from here, we're transitioning over to doing all the effects and stuff. All right, so look. Now what we're gonna do first, as you can see in the bottom right, there's still like the little area where you can see the gun that we're using. You know, if you play COD, then when you switch guns, it shows in the bottom right, and then there's like a little map part in the middle bottom part that you can possibly see. I don't know if you can see it too well. I'm trying to get rid of it. So from here, what I was trying to do, I was trying to use the spot healing tool, which was not working. So I transitioned over to using the stamp tool, I believe, which what you do is you hold Alt and you hover over which part you want to use, let go, and then you're able to transition parts of an image over to different parts of like wherever you want it to be. So you see where I'm like moving, I'm like selecting parts of the blue part and I'm moving it over. It helps a lot, but it's harder to, or no, it's not. Yeah, it's harder to use because it's more manual. Usually you can just use the spot healing tool and it'll do what you need it to do, but it wasn't working for this image. I just went over and did a more manual way. This is the way that I know to do anyway, so it's whatever works for you, you feel me? So you see, I'm just going back through, making it bigger and smaller so that I can get every part precisely. But you see, I finally end up getting it. I had to go through my pen tool. It's just, you do it however, whatever works for you. So there's many ways to do stuff on Photoshop, and I'm gonna start making more tutorials. So if y'all are new, make sure you subscribe because there's gonna be more videos. Like, I'm gonna start getting more active. But as you can see now, I was trying to do a little outer glow like most YouTubers do. Add like an outer glow on their gun, or they'll do a drop shadow, something like that, with the little blurry background, which we did do in this one. Did a little Gaussian blur on the background. Yeah, do outer glow on here. If you don't know how to do it, you right click on your layer and blending options, and you should know how to use Photoshop before watching the video. If not, I'll probably leave like a tutorial on how to use Photoshop. I don't know. So yeah, I was trying to figure out what color I wanted to do. So I went with yellow at first. You know, you're not always gonna keep certain colors. So I went back through and I changed it. As we proceed with the video, you're gonna see that. Let's see that. It's not really working out for me, but I kept it for a second, I believe, and went back through with the stamp tool and got rid of this backpack part right here because not need this one, right? Yeah, got rid of that. I was putting in work with that stamp tool though, at the end of the day. That's what was happening. I was putting in work with that stamp tool. Cause it really does get the job done. Whenever the spot healing tool doesn't come in clutch. We finally got rid of all of that. Went back and I think this is the part where I don't know how I feel about the color. Like I needed second thought. So feel free to use a reference. That's what I did in this video. And yeah, I want to show y'all that there's nothing wrong with using references when it comes to making thumbnails, or even making anything. You know, I make cover arts and all that shit. Like I use references. I need references, bro, because at the end of the day, you're not gonna know exactly what you're trying to make. Sometimes your mind might wander off somewhere else. You can do something different. So you're gonna see that a lot through the video. This is more like a raw process video where I'm just showing most of my thoughts, but I'm not showing my thoughts because I'm not speaking in the video. I'm doing a voiceover, but I'm showing you how I process things, how I go through, I fix things and make stuff a little better. So like as you can see, like I'm playing with the human saturation, but really what I wanted to do is I made you see how I did it though. I forgot what it's called. Tool, oh, a mask. Yeah, I made a mask and layered it down so that it was that blue. Made everything blue. At first I added text, but I figured the text didn't really fit it what I was trying to do. So like I got rid of the text and I went back through. I found this little picture. No, it's a PNG of like the Call of Duty logo and stuff, and I did perspective on it so that I can move it out towards where how the gun is. So add a little bit of perspective onto the thumbnail. Because I'm not gonna lie, if you use perspective on your thumbnails, it makes it look 10 times better. It's depending on what you're doing. Like, there's so much you can do with perspective. You just gotta know what you're doing. Now, from here, I grabbed this little PNG. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have the PNG, so I took it from another thumbnail and just threw it on here, and I made it my own. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with, bro. I didn't steal it really, because it's from the game, bro. Like I took this little PNG, threw it on here, do a little bit of stroke so that it matched the stroke at the top of the image. You see, look, bro, it matches perfectly, bro. I'm telling you, I really do this stuff. Bro. I really do this stuff. I added some drop shadow. Now I added the image right here. Now what I could have did perspective and made it go the other way, which I didn't do that. So yeah, you see, that's the picture I did now. Do it on here. We got a signal 50 on this picture. You feel me? I'm just looking to see if I should add text. Like, should you add text? Like not. But you can add text, and it'll make your stuff look more presentable if it's needed. If it's not needed, if the video is something where you can comprehend what's going on, you really don't need it. But from here, I'm just flatten everything so that I can go back through with a camera raw filter and basically like mess with the colors a little bit. So basically, what I do in here, but I don't really just throw random stuff on here. I play around with the stuff that I know how to use. So if you play around in here, you're gonna learn how to use it more. And that's just this whole app in general. If you play around in Photoshop, you're gonna learn what works and what doesn't work. So I'm just going through, I'm messing with the blacks, messing with the whites. I'm not MLK, but mess with the mid-tone, and I made it bluer. You feel me? Because blue is the color that we're really going for, as you can see in the image. That's exactly why I made the logo blue. So I forgot to tell y'all, I made the logo blue. I messed with the hue and saturation, changed the logo to blue. And that vignette on there would have worked perfectly. But what I did, I ended up just changing the brightness, turning the brightness up so it's brighter. Yeah, I didn't really do too much outside of that. This is definitely something that you guys can all make for your video. And if y'all want to use this, go ahead. Thank y'all for watching the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment what y'all want to see next. If you need any type of GFX, hit me up on Instagram at regretlust, and I'll be able to get back to you. And come ready, nigga.